luxury travel agency curating refined and opulent journeys for our discerning clients to enjoy the best option in each destination in every corner of the world. So we are a full service agency that takes care of all elements of your trip. We are here in Namibia. I have wanted to come to Namibia for a few years now, and the location, Sossusvlei and Deadvlei, is what I had on top of my list on where I wanted to visit in Namibia. We are staying in Kulala Desert Lodge, part of Wilderness. Wilderness Safaris also operate their own aircraft. Their airline Wilderness Air took us there. We had a small plane both on the way to come from Windhoek as well as on the way out from the lodge. So it's just me and my husband sitting behind with one pilot on the way in and two pilots on the way out. I really enjoyed my stay in the Sossusvlei and super happy to see the area in person finally, and I have so much to share. But first off, all clients that book your stay with us will enjoy VIP benefits. That's additional perks and privileges that you do not need to earn, like a loyalty program, but you'll just need to book through our agency, and we're the one that's building the connections and working relationships with the suppliers and hotels that you're going to stay at. So you can find my email information for bookings and inquiries down in the description box, as well as at the bottom of the screen here in this video. We have weekly new video uploads about different hotels and resorts here on the channel. If you have not yet already done so, click that subscribe and notification bell to be notified on our newly published videos. If you want to take a look further, we have a membership only channel for you to join, and over there we have Namib Desert is such a wide and vast area. We are only visiting Sossusvlei area, so for the scenery that you're seeing here could be quite different in other parts of the Namib Desert. I would love to showcasing all the. Once you arrive at the Windhoek International Airport, you will find a Wilderness Safari welcome lounge there. You can go hang out there and get some refreshments while waiting shortly for your domestic flight to take off. So you will be whisked with a porter as well as your pilot heading to the aircraft, the Wilderness Air, to take you to the lodge that you're going to stay at. Of course, Namibia is a famous self-drive destination, and I would say majority of the people traveling here are self-driving. But if you are like me, the less adventurous but soft adventure, luxury adventure type of American traveler, then you'll probably want to just fly, and that's exactly what we did. The small aircrafts gave us some anxieties when there are turbulence, and you are going to always probably experience turbulence in Namibia given the contrast in air temperatures with the hot and cold air collide. So that is not something really to avoid, but also not something to worry. It is just gonna happen, and you're gonna be fine, and you'll land in one piece. The lodge has a huge private conservancy, and there's quite a lot within the private conservancy of wilderness locations. And within that conservancy, there is also a gate which eliminates probably a lot of the traveling, because it takes you directly to Sossusvlei on a shortcut. The first night, we just drove around the conservancy area and got out a little bit on foot, had a sundowner. And then the second day, we headed to the Sossusvlei, and really the start of the show is the Deadvlei. The contrast of the riverbed and the towering sand dunes behind creates this beautiful background for these dried tree skeletons that are scattered in the bottom of the riverbank, the dried up riverbank, hence it's called the Deadvlei. And anytime you see the vlei at the end of a place in Namibia, it means it used to be or is something related with the river. And we had then visited the Sesurian Canyon, which is a complete different view. You can walk through the canyon, and there are some baboons on different parts of the walk, and we also were told there are snakes sometimes. It's very interesting also to know that these canyons do get flooded when the rain comes. Sometimes the water level from the ponds that you'll see in my video, the water level do get quite high. And I think overall in also the viewings, we saw some ostriches really nearby, and the scenery is really what draws every person here to this part of the world, I would to assume. It's really beautiful and just a complete different sight. The lodge itself, I find staff very pleasant. They're eager to help, and I would say that it's not the most comfortable sleeping with a tented structure without AC, where you have to leave open the canvas windows during the day. It gets quite hot because you are in the Namib Desert, and it's not my favorite thing. The fans are, I think, not cooling or comfortable enough. I would have loved for Kulala to have AC, but it works for them, and I may just throw my opinion out there. I would also say that for the experience here in Kulala Desert Lodge, I would suggest a 2-night minimum. Some people do like to take things slow, and I also know a lot of people do come here. Like, there is one restaurant on site that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's also afternoon teas time, which happens before your afternoon drive takes off, and activities are standard in the morning and in the afternoon, but do keep in mind there is not much of a night activity here, so mornings are also not as early. So I think we left around 6:30 in the morning or close to 7, and then in the afternoon when we went on canyon, we left quite earlier, 4:30, but otherwise we were leaving around, I would say, 5:30 to 6:30-ish. And then we return to camp for dinner after that. There is also a upstairs deck area for star viewing on the clear days, which is pretty much all of them. If you can tolerate the temperature, the staff can set up a sleep under the stars type of bedding situation there. When I say the temperature, because it's the desert, so at night it does get quite chilly for me. So I am happy to just be in the tent at night with all the canvas closed. So I look forward to be receiving your inquiry and curate your itineraries through Namibia, in the neighboring country, and just everywhere